Para Christopher Mihm no existen modelos exactos de control a los bienes públicos, porque todas las economías y países, hoy en la era digital, funcionan diferente.
Though, and I think this was the point the Comptroller General was making again that I underscored at the outset, is that we are in a bit of a different world where that linearity, those causal relationships are no longer even the best or the only way to think about how government delivers on services. And this has often been characterized as a global public management revolution. And what makes this moment so interesting and fun, actually, for all of us, is that there's nobody that has the right answer. There's no one model that if we'll all go to this country or invite this speaker in and we'll just do what she or he says to do and everything will be fine. We're all kind of grappling on this together, which is what makes seminars like this so important. But I would think that to broadly characterize what that global public revolution looks like is first, as already been discussed, is the complexity of...
El director gerencial de Asuntos Estratégicos de los Estados Unidos aseguró que también los gobiernos deben invertir mucho más en tecnología para que los ciudadanos accedan a la información de los bienes públicos.
Citizens are asking for government to put more and more data online in downloadable, machine-readable formats so that citizens, civil society organizations can use the data to tell their own stories about how government is doing, to develop their own insights about how programs are working. Third is that we all saw...
Para Mihm, la reducción del presupuesto no puede ser sinónimo de un menor esfuerzo de los funcionarios en sus tareas. El éxito en lo público se basa en el trabajo en equipo.
To have flat or even declining budgets, and at the same time, no decision maker is saying to them, don't worry, we understand that if your budget is flat, your performance has to go down as a result of that. The reality, of course, and I can see on your faces, that's good validity again, is that it's just the opposite, right? Is that we're in a budget-constrained environment and we're being asked to produce even more. So what do we need that? What each one of us is working on is complex. If you think of anything that you are working on, that it's in terms of an outcome, I am willing to bet that it's the solution to that, the success of your efforts, is not going to be due to one program or one government ministry acting in isolation from anyone else. In fact, it's just the opposite. It's going to be the result of certainly your efforts can be instrumental, it can be catalytic, and at the end of the day, it can be determinative. But certainly what it's most going to be is a result of organizations working together, often across sectors, often across different levels of government in federal systems, in a hopefully a coordinated way to achieve your results. So put anything in that middle box that you want, that you care about. Put in that middle box anything from your national development plan.
En las auditorías no se trata solo de evaluar los resultados, sino el proceso que se utilizó para llegar o no a la meta.
Cross-cutting. We have citizen demands for transparency. We have flat or declining budgets that are in place in many agencies. What then are the capacities that government needs to have in place in order to execute on that? And I would suggest that there's several of that in particular. First is that we need to focus performance more broadly on the results that government seeks to achieve, rather than the operations of any single one agency or program. This is often referred to as a whole of government approach, and our friends in the OECD talk about policy coherence, how the various tools that government uses come together in an integrated and consistent way.
Finalizó afirmando que más allá de los resultados que se encuentren en el control a lo público, tiene que haber un organismo encargado de ejercer el control y tomar medidas al respecto.